Want to know the fastest way to get filthy rich? Don't build a business, just join politics. From luxury mansions to multi-million-dollar yachts, politicians are swimming in wealth meant for an entire continent. So how do they afford it all? Off their government salaries? Not a chance. And today, I'm pulling back the curtain on the dirty secrets they've tried to bury. All you need to do is sit back, relax, and watch till the end. Starting with number 10 on our list. Michael McCall. Michael Thomas McCall is an American attorney and Republican politician who has represented Texas's 10th congressional district in the U.S. House of Representatives since 2005. But while McCall has built a long-standing political career, it's his personal financial decisions that have sparked the most controversy. In March 2024, he quietly purchased between $350,000 and $1 million of Meta stock, just as he was publicly championing legislation to ban TikTok, one of Meta's chief rivals. The timing raised alarm bells, which were labeled as corruption. And this wasn't an isolated incident. It was part of a much larger pattern. McCall's household reported a staggering $180 million in stock trades in 2022 alone. So where does all this wealth come from? Much of it stems from his wife's family, which controls a vast media empire. Clear Channel Communications, now iHeartMedia, founded by her father, Lowry Mays. McCall resides with his family in a $7.3 million estate in Westlake Hills, an upscale suburb of Austin, Texas. This property made headlines in 2018 for being the highest water-consuming residential home in Austin, using more than 1.4 million gallons in 2017 alone. As of 2025, McCall's estimated net worth stands at around $200 million, placing him among the top 5 wealthiest members of Congress in recent years. Moving on to number 9. Al Gore. Albert Arnold Gore Jr., better known as Al Gore, is an American politician, entrepreneur, and environmental advocate who served as the 45th Vice President of the United States from 1993 to 2001, alongside President Bill Clinton. He rose to international prominence for his work on climate change, but beneath this celebrated public image lies a more complicated story. Gore's legacy is far from unchallenged. His climate advocacy has faced intense scrutiny, not only questioning the accuracy of his sometimes dire predictions, but also spotlighting the substantial financial gains he has made through green investments and related ventures. Gore has built substantial wealth on lucrative speaking engagements, best-selling books, film royalties from An Inconvenient Truth, and his role as co-founder of Generation Investment Management. This financial success has allowed Gore to cultivate a lavish lifestyle. He owns multiple high-end properties, including a sprawling 10,000-square-foot mansion in Nashville and a multi-million-dollar Italian-style villa in Montecito, California. He frequently travels internationally to climate conferences, often chartering private jets, a practice that has fueled accusations of hypocrisy, despite his claims of offsetting emissions through carbon credits and green energy initiatives. Today, he is worth an estimated $300 million. Moving on to number 8. Rick Scott. Richard Lynn Scott is currently Florida's senior senator, but his rise to power wasn't handed to him on a silver platter. Raised in a lower middle-class family, Scott and his loved ones endured real financial struggles, even spending time in public housing. Yet, it was from these humble beginnings that he forged a path into politics. In 2010, Scott took a bold step, self-funding his campaign to secure the Republican nomination for governor. His determination paid off. Rick Scott was re-elected in 2014 and focused on helping Florida recover from the Great Recession. Today, Scott stands among the wealthiest members of Congress, his fortune largely built on the back of his business ventures. Through his venture capital firm, Richard L. Scott Investments, he holds significant stakes across healthcare, technology, and manufacturing sectors. This immense wealth funds a lavish lifestyle, reflected in an impressive real estate portfolio, philanthropic efforts, and carefully curated public image. In 2003, Scott acquired a sprawling 30,000-square-foot oceanfront estate in Naples, Florida for $11.5 million. He also owns a $1.5 million waterfront property in Montana. As of 2025, his wealth is estimated at $553 million, sliding to number 7. Jim Justice. James Conley Justice II, better known simply as Jim Justice, is a man whose life story blurs the line between business titan and political figure. As of 2025, he holds the seat of junior U.S. Senator from West Virginia. Justice's empire was not built overnight. It began rooted deep in agriculture and his inheritance of the family business after his father's passing. The leap from business to politics came in 2015, and it wasn't without its own twists. Though a registered Republican for years, Justice made a sudden party switch just before announcing his bid for governor as a Democrat. Against the odds, he was sworn in as the state's 36th governor. At the heart of Justice's lavish lifestyle lies the legendary Greenbrier Resort, an 11,000-acre estate that is nothing short of opulent. With its championship golf course, multiple fine dining establishments, and a luxurious spa, the Greenbrier is a symbol of Justice's immense wealth. His fortune, once estimated at a staggering $1.5 billion, extends beyond the resort to private helicopters, the expansive Stony Brook Plantation Hunting Preserve, and vast real estate holdings including Bluestone Farms. Yet beneath the glittering surface of grandeur, a darker truth simmers. By 2025, Justice's sprawling business empire was weighed down by over $1 billion in debts stemming from lawsuits, unpaid taxes, and court judgments. At number 6, we have Mark Dayton. Mark Brandt. Dayton's journey in public service stretches back to the 1970s. Dayton served as a U.S. Senator from 2001 to 2007 before taking the reins as governor of Minnesota from 2011 to 2019. His career spanned over 40 years. Dayton's family legacy is nothing short of monumental. His great-grandfather, George Dayton, laid the foundation of a retail empire, an enterprise that evolved into the Dayton-Hudson Corporation and eventually the retail giant Target Corporation. Rather than immersing himself in the family's commercial ventures, Dayton devoted his early years to nonprofit and educational work, embracing roles in teaching and managing finances for social service organizations. While his direct experience in business might seem modest, there's another side to the story, one less obvious but equally impactful. Dayton's substantial inherited wealth gave him a significant edge, allowing him to self-fund political campaigns with ease. Unlike many billionaire politicians known for ostentatious displays of wealth, Dayton's lifestyle paints a strikingly different picture. There are no headlines boasting sprawling estates or multiple luxury homes. Instead, he has chosen to remain grounded, living primarily in Minnesota, between Minneapolis and his hometown of Long Lake. And yet, beneath this unassuming exterior lies a staggering figure that can't be ignored. Mark Dayton's net worth sits at an eye-watering $1.6 billion. Next is number 5, Tom Styer. Tom Styer is an American billionaire whose influence spans finance, philanthropy, environmentalism, and politics. His journey began in the high-stakes world of hedge funds, co-founding Farallon Capital Management in 1986. Over the following decades, Styer transformed Farallon into one of the largest and most successful hedge funds globally, amassing billions in assets under management. Yet, beneath this formidable financial success, a shift was quietly taking shape. As Steyer's awareness of environmental crises deepened, so did his determination to use his wealth as a force for change. He funneled hundreds of millions of dollars into climate change campaigns, political advocacy groups, and pushing progressive reforms. This growing commitment reached its climax in 2020, when Styer launched an ambitious bid for the Democratic presidential nomination, stepping directly into the political arena. Behind the scenes of this public activism lies a lifestyle marked by undeniable luxury. Steyer's wealth has granted him access to some of the most prestigious properties, including a sprawling estate tucked away in California's Silicon Valley. Complementing this is a penthouse in New York City. These residences, among others, paint a picture of elite privilege, a stark contrast to the grassroots causes he champions. Today, he is worth $1.6 billion. Going to number 4, Kanye West. Kanye Omari West, legally known as Ye, is a name that instantly evokes images of musical genius, fashion disruption, and relentless controversy. Though best known as a groundbreaking rapper and producer, Ye's trajectory has never followed a predictable path. Surprised to see him on this list? You shouldn't be. In 2020, Ye stunned the world by launching a presidential campaign under the self-created birthday party, ultimately earning 66,365 votes before conceding. Just 2 years later, he made headlines again by announcing a 2024 run, this time asking Donald Trump to be his running mate, only to later walk back the bid, leaving more questions than answers in his wake. But Ye's political aspirations were just the beginning of a much deeper descent into controversy, from tweeting that Bill Cosby is innocent in 2016, to donning a red MAGA hat during the Trump years, to making increasingly inflammatory and anti-Semitic remarks, including open praise for Adolf Hitler between 2022 and 2025. His public persona persona shifted from provocative to incendiary. Despite controversy and setbacks, Ye's wealth remains significant, built on his influential music career and, more notably, the Yeezy fashion empire. His music continues to top charts, Yeezy products still sell, and in 2025, has a net worth of $2.77 billion. At number 3, we have J.B. Pritsker. J. Robert J.B. Pritsker is not just another name in American politics. He's a billionaire businessman, a deep-pocketed philanthropist, and the 43rd governor of Illinois, a position he's held since 2019. As a prominent member of the powerful Pritsker family, the dynasty behind the Hyatt hotel empire, his influence stretches well beyond state borders. His time in office has been anything but quiet. Pritsker has built his political brand around progressive policies, championing social equity, ambitious infrastructure plans, and sweeping economic reform. Yet, these accomplishments haven't come without backlash. Critics have pointed to rising taxes, questions over Illinois' fiscal management, and persistent scrutiny tied to his immense personal wealth and family connections. Pritsker is the richest elected official in the United States, and placing him among the top 400 wealthiest Americans. But it's not just the numbers that turn heads, it's how he lives. His sprawling real estate portfolio offers a glimpse into the luxury behind the politics. Chief among his holdings is a 15,000 square foot mansion on Chicago's exclusive Astor Street. But that's not all. Pritsker owns a lavish equestrian estate featuring private stables, a palatial mansion, and acres of meticulously maintained grounds. Then there's the matter of his preferred travel, private jets. Despite advocating for bold environmental policy, Pritsker's net worth currently sits at an estimated $3.7 billion. At number 2, we have none other than the U.S. President, Donald Trump. Donald John Trump is a businessman, media personality, and politician who once again holds one of the most powerful positions in the world. As of January 20th, 2025, he resumed office as the 47th President of the United States, an unprecedented political comeback after his first term from 2017 to 2021. Born into privilege, Trump is the fourth of 5 children in a family steeped in real estate wealth. In 1968, after graduating from the Wharton School, Donald joined the family business, Elizabeth Trump and Son. Though he had far grander visions in mind, he didn't just want to build homes, he wanted to build an empire. Rebranding the company as the Trump Organization, he shifted its focus to Manhattan's glittering skyline. Trump's name became not just a brand, but a cultural lightning rod. Trump didn't just sell luxury, he lived it. His Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida, spans 20 acres and boasts 126 rooms. In New York, his Trump Tower triplex penthouse is perhaps the ultimate symbol of excess, 3 stories. Not far behind is Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. And then there's his fleet. Trump owns multiple private aircraft, but none more iconic than his Boeing 757, dubbed Trump Force One. On the ground, his garages have housed custom Rolls-Royces, a Lamborghini Diablo, a Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren, and even a rare Maybach, each adding to the aura of untouchable wealth. By 2025, Forbes placed his net worth at $5.1 billion. Lastly, at number 1, we have Michael Bloomberg. Michael Rubens Bloomberg is an American billionaire businessman, philanthropist, author, and former politician, a man whose name is synonymous with wealth, power, and precision. Best known as the founder and majority owner of Bloomberg Limited Partnership, his empire transformed global finance with one revolutionary idea. Before he became one of the richest men alive, Bloomberg was just another name at Salomon Brothers. For 15 years, he climbed the corporate ladder until he was abruptly laid off in 1981. But that setback turned out to be the moment everything changed. Armed with a $10 million severance package and an unshakable belief in the power of information, Bloomberg launched Innovative Market Systems, a venture that would shake the foundations of the financial world. That startup soon became Bloomberg Limited Partnership, and its crown jewel, the Bloomberg Terminal, revolutionized how traders, analysts, and investors accessed financial data. By 2018, the company was generating $10 billion annually. Naturally, his fortune funds a lifestyle few can imagine. Bloomberg owns an expansive portfolio of real estate, a 7,500 square foot Beaux-Arts townhouse, several homes in Westchester County, a sprawling estate in Southampton, and international properties in London and Bermuda. But it doesn't end there. He travels aboard his Dassault Falcon 900B, a $44 million private jet, and hops between destinations via multiple helicopters and a luxury yacht. Though notoriously private, Bloomberg is rumored to own up to 42 vehicles. As of August 2020, 2025, Bloomberg's estimated net worth stands at a staggering $104 billion, ranking him as the 18th richest person in the world. That's all for now. Which politician on the list shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts below. Don't stop here. Check out the other videos on your screen for more fascinating stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.